The Season 1 Reloaded update for zombies just launched, and we've got some problems. Call of Duty decided to only give us a total limit of 10 items in our stash. This is a game that you can bring in up to 9 items in a single round or bring them out, and most of these items are consumable, meaning if you use them once, you can never use them again. The whole zombies community knows that 10 is a ridiculous number for this. It should be 40, 50 plus, honestly. But I've got good news and I've got bad news. The bad news is with the Season 1 patch, they actually patched the ability to swap out your items for rewards, therefore getting you over 10 items all the way up to 225. That's gone. The good news is I have a much better solution that I've been using for over a month. Check it out. You can see our stash is full, in quotes. We have 55 in our stash. You can just scroll through it, all these wonderful legendary items. But you can also see I can put whatever the heck I want in and out of my stash, even though I'm over the limit. So in order for this exploit to work, there's a couple things I gotta lay the baseline down for. There's essentially 2 types of items that we're talking about here. The main items I'm gonna call real items from this point on. And a real item is anything that you get in map that you pull out and then put in your stash, or anything that you craft from here and then put in your stash. That's how the game was intended. You go in, you find items, you bring them out, you put them in your stash, or you craft an item and you put it in your stash until you're ready to use it so you can craft it later. Those are called real items. The other type of items are duped items or duplicated items. We're going to call them dupe items or tombstone items. Those items are ones that you use the tombstone to duplicate items, then you put those in your stash. There's a distinct difference between those two in how the game sees those. For a real item, it will count against your 10 number. So if I have 10 real items, my stash is now full and I can't put anything else. But tombstone items, even though it shows on this left number, it doesn't count towards your 10. As long as you have less than 10 real items, you can always put more tombstone items in your stash without having to swap or anything because that's been patched. So you can see I have 99 right here. Now I have 63. Now I have 62. The game doesn't even know what to think. It goes all over the place, right? But see, even with that, 94 available, but it says I have 59. The numbers are all weird, but that's okay because they're tombstone items. They're messing it up. I can now bring them in and out as much as I want, even though I'm over the 10 limit. So it's actually a better solution than the old swap for rewards, because even if you have a full rucksack, I can just boop, 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 boop. None of them get destroyed. So it's a way better solution than it originally was. I've been using this for about a month, but just hadn't had the time to make a video on it. The goal then is to get under 10 real items. The issue is you cannot distinguish what items are real and what items have been duplicated from your tombstone. It's impossible to tell. So there's 2 methods you can use. The first method is just to start deleting things and then just keep testing it. So if I delete 4 or 5 items, then I can test, okay, is it working now? Like mine is working already, but it'll still say, do you want to destroy it? Okay, I got to keep going and destroy more. What I recommend doing is this. I'm going to completely delete my entire stash, but before I do that, to make it easier, I'm going to take the items out that I want to duplicate moving forward. VR11, because you can't craft it. I just built everything I'm going to need to set up a new tombstone here. Even if these items are real items, it doesn't matter because we're going to put them and duplicate them in a tombstone, therefore making them tombstone duplicated items, not real items. Now I would go through and just start deleting everything in your stash. All the way to empty. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so now you're guaranteed to not have any real items in your stash. Take these in, set up a tombstone, die. Now, if you're unsure how the tombstone has changed for Season 1 Reloaded, I just did a video in the link up here giving all the new updates and the changes and how you need to do it a little bit differently. It still works, don't worry. Take all these items in, set up your tombstone, die, and use that tombstone to restock your stash. And now you can put items in and out whenever you want, as much as you want. That is everything you need to know to set up your stash for up to 225 items, even on the new Season 1 Reloaded. Like and subscribe if this video helped you. Share it with a friend. And as always, for the newest Modern Warfare Zombies and Warzone content, I will see you live on YouTube.